Hello and welcome to TNIAB Anime Club. Today we are covering Boku no Hero Academia and Kiznaiver as usual, and they will be episode 10 of each show. I am Anthony and this is Vince.
That's me.
And just, again, full spoilers. If you haven't seen these episodes, we're going to spoil them. And we're going to talk about them. And yeah, that's the whole point of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't seen it, I don't know why you're watching it. So we'll start off with Boku no Hero. We are finally fighting some real villains.
Some real bad guys.
Some real bad dudes. I thought this was fun because you got to see more powers.
Yeah.
You got to see Eraserhead in his true form.
Yeah.
I like the reason why he wears the goggles.
So you can't see.
Yeah, so you can't see who he's looking at to erase their quirk.
It's cool.
Yeah, and so the crew came in looking for All Might. And they're like, we're going to kill All Might because he's a symbol of justice. But he's not there because All Might was out saving people. Right? So he can't use his power. And there's the one enemy who can teleport stuff. And he teleported all the young kids, or most of the young kids, to different areas within the dome. But because they don't actually know what the quirks the kids have, they didn't teleport them to like proper places. So for us, we focused on Deku, we focused on Tsu, and we focused on, who was the Afro guy?
I don't know.
I forget his name. But they got thrown into the water area, but Tsu's a frog.
Yeah.
So she just destroys.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, it was a lot of, it was showing Midoriya's planning skills. It was showing Tsu's just water abilities.
Yeah.
And showing Afro Man's sticky hairballs.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what his power is.
It was real weird.
Yeah, his power is awkward. Like, I don't... So he has like balls of hair, and he can take them off, and he can stick them to things. And depending on his mood, they stick stronger and they stick longer.
Yeah.
But if he tries to put them on himself, it bounces off. So it's pretty much I'm rubber, you're glue.
Yeah.
Whatever bounces off of me sticks to you.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't know how you would use that power. They showed like one very specific instance when Midoriya, what was it? Milwaukee Smash?
Delaware
or something?
Yeah.
And he flicked the water to cause like a whirlpool. And he threw all the balls in and stuck all the enemies together. But that's like such a specific instance. Like, I don't see how that could be useful outside of...
Like how it can be replicated?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And another thing they do is the characters even question him, like, why did you go to Hero Academy?
Why are you here?
And he just kind of sidesteps it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why are you here?
It makes me think that he's here because, like, maybe he's like from a family with status. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, his parents are great heroes, but he kind of got a bunk power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's like Midoriya, only he got a shitty power. Like, he comes from a family that's not really got crazy powers. Yeah. But he idolizes being a hero.
Yeah.
Now that he's in, he's like, I don't want this.
He's like, this is all crazy.
Yeah.
And also, like, he's just obsessed with boobs, man. He just wants to touch boobs.
So whose boobs did he want to grab at the end?
The really smart girl, the one who's with the spiky hair, and she pulled the pole out of her arm. Yeah, hers. Okay. And then he made the joke about Tsu's boobs. He's like, for a frog, your boobs are pretty big. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, this is anime, man. This is straight anime.
Yeah, this is total anime.
I forgot about that. But yeah, so we're gonna see more powers. Our OP Ice and Heat Man
continues on
wrecking fools like Jesus. He's just destroying people.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they didn't show really any of the biggest baddies. We still don't know what Hand Face does.
No, we don't.
We know what Darkness does. We don't know what Crow, the guy who's a crow, but also his brain is exposed, does. From the intro we saw him fighting All Might, so we assume he's just pure strength.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see, because stuff's kicking off. Also, I thought 13's black hole power doesn't work like I thought it would.
Yeah, I thought it would just like put you into a black hole.
Yeah,
forever.
I thought she would like summon a black hole, but she like sucks things in through her finger.
Yeah.
But all of her fingers have those things. It makes me think that she herself is a black hole.
That's why she's in the suit.
And that's why she's in the suit.
Yeah.
Right? If she opens up the visor, it's just like, here's look into the nothing.
Doesn't that make you wonder how she got in the suit?
It does make me wonder how she got
like, who made the suit?
Yeah, how'd she get in? Where did they contain her?
And how come the suit doesn't get captured in by her?
Exactly, right? But we'll see. It's anime. They'll explain it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. We also saw the principal.
He's a mouse.
He's a mouse, dog, ferret, cat.
Yeah.
And he has a 6 scar on his eye.
So he got a battle scar.
Yeah. I want to know what I want to know what the principal does. I bet it's dope.
It's gotta be.
It's that episode in The Simpsons where the Yakuza come, and Homer wants to watch. He's like, wants to watch them fight, and then Marge is like, "No, we gotta go inside." He's like, "But that little guy hasn't done anything yet. You know he's gonna do something cool." He closes the door, and you hear like a sick flying kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's kind of moving a lot slower than I thought it would.
There's a lot of planning happening.
Yeah. Like, I feel like, all right, this is shonen.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to go step by step.
We're going to explain it to you. We're going to go step by step. This is made for 13-year-old boys.
Yeah.
And eventually there will be the payoff.
I hope so. Yeah.
It is completely the opposite of Bleach right now.
Yeah.
Because I've been keeping up with Bleach.
Yeah.
And right now, Bleach is just like, he's got a power. So do I. Boom! And it's just a smashing face, and like chapters have no dialogue in it. It's kind of that series is moving fast.
Oh, it's about time.
Yeah.
It's been a decade. Yeah. No, it's looking cool. Preview for next episode looks like we're gonna see what Handman does.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna fight off against Teacher Eye.
Yeah, Eraserhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for Boku.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a good episode.
Yeah, it was a cool episode. Midori, try all you like, he still can't control his power. Broke his fingers.
He flicked and he broke his middle finger and his thumb.
Oh, that sucks.
Like that. Like the thumb doesn't even. It just holds it back for a little bit.
Yeah. That sucks. I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah. I can't wait till he gets all the power.
At the end of the series?
Yeah. Or I can't wait till he can use it without destroying himself. Because that gimmick is getting very tired. Like, I'm just like, oh, look, all the problems can be solved with super strength, except you'll be dead. Like,
yeah, I think that's definitely a criticism of the show. Like, everything is written around the fact that it can be solved by super strength.
Yeah, and that every problem can be solved, but, like, he needs to solve more than one problem, right?
Yes.
So, we'll see.
Yeah.
Next episode, though, is your pick.
Yeah, Kiznaiver. So the aftermath of being friends happened.
Yeah, the summer has concluded.
Yeah, they're no longer connected, and this is sort of like this weird, sort of kind of epilogue episode where they've all gone their separate ways, but Nico still wants to be friends, and so she gets in touch with Katsuhira and Himosu, and they're like, "We'll be friends for real!"
Yay!
Aight. And then
they shake hands and like, yay!
They play Ring Around the Rosie for a bit, and then Katsuhira like feels a pain in his chest. He's like, "Oh no, I'm still connected to Sonozaki.
Yeah,
she's in danger. Gotta find her." And they do a little running around. They find her.
Yeah.
And they talk to one of the
teachers,
the
female teacher.
Yeah, or the scientist lady, and she just fully explains everything that goes down.
Yeah,
like not why they did the experiment, but the original experiment.
Yeah, and like, what are the kids? What happened to those kids?
Yeah.
Like, why was that experiment a failure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is messed up. Why?
Yeah. So like, I guess the original experiment was
20 kids?
19 kids. And ideally what they would like is if they could connect... Basically the way the Kiznaiver program works, like we said.
Yeah.
If you get hurt, your pain gets split amongst those who are connected to you. So you in total all feel less pain.
Yeah.
But because they use kids, they want to use as many kids as they could so that each of the kids wouldn't feel anything. Yeah. So they used 19. Initially it worked, but it turns out something went wrong. And one of the kids...
It worked in reverse.
It worked in reverse, and she felt...
19 times.
Yeah, the amount of pain.
And they explained it too, like the feeling you get when you hit your foot on the ground when you're running.
That's multiplied 19 times.
Or like when you sit down and you're like, you feel the sensation on your butt.
Yeah.
Like that's multiplied 19 times.
And so that seemingly
just broke
tolerable pain
Yeah.
turns into something that's about a serious matter.
Yeah.
And that's Sonozaki.
And it just broke her.
Yeah. And what happened was they were like, okay, well, this is fucked up. We got to take this away. We're going to remove it. And so they did, but they found that they couldn't give those other students their pain back.
Yeah.
Because they all went to her and she still has it all, even though they're not connected. And so she has to be administered with this medicine that
Like
makes her motionless, painless, and which explains her entire character.
Yeah.
And then Katsuhira's like, well, cool, let me see. Are like the other students still around?
Well, they explain that, like, so, like, people like Katsuhira,
Oh yeah,
they've been re-released into society.
Yeah.
Like that could handle it, but like
but 5 of them couldn't.
Holy shit.
They're not vegetables, but they're pretty much vegetables.
Yeah, they're emotionless. They feel nothing.
Yeah.
They don't really care about anything.
And you see them and you're like, oh, they all have lost the color in their hair too.
Yeah.
But they've also lost the color in their eye, and
their skin, they're like pale beyond measure.
They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead inside.
Yeah.
Like, man, like I think that scene was maybe one of the most messed up scenes I saw in that show.
It was sad. And it was also compounded by the other sad moment of Tenga being like, listen, Chidori. He goes up to Chidori, he's like, just reject me so I can move on.
Yeah.
She's like, how does that help me?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I don't understand how that helps me. I'm just like, well, man, you guys are both selfish.
Yeah, you guys are both a-holes. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, the thing though, I think the thing that really got me in this episode was when Katsuhira saw his friends, and he actually cried,
and he remembers them.
Like he felt emotion, which was crazy.
Good for him.
Yeah,
but that's kind of where the show is. Like now we're back to square one. And like, well, where the fuck? What's this about?
So we've learned all the answers we've learned.
Yeah,
but we don't know where the show is gonna go at this point.
So the one question from the start that we still haven't answered is, what is the point? Like, why do people do this?
The government said it can't be, or the guy said it can't be funded right now.
Yeah, like what is the underlying agenda here? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, why is this an experiment city?
Yeah, like why does this even exist? And not aside from the whole, well, it exists for anime.
For anime.
Yeah, like we can't use that excuse, but like, what is the importance here?
If this is still 12 episodes, is it? You said 12, right?
Yeah.
I can't see this being only one season.
You don't think they can wrap it up in 2 episodes?
If they wrap it up in 2 episodes, this will be like the ending of Metal Gear 4, where it's just, here's a bunch of information the whole time, and it's just too much, and I think it'll overload you, and it will never be wrapped up in a satisfactory way.
Interesting. What if it's all a dream?
What if he wakes up and he's with the other kids in the experiment?
What if he wakes up and then they're like, get in the robot, Shinji?
He wakes up, congratulations.
Yeah.
That would be terrible. That'd be the worst.
Okay.
I would be very upset that I watched this whole show.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that. It's not going to be that.
Do you think it'll be anything as extreme as that? Like, do you think it'll be like Evangelion style, like, we're just going to fuck with you?
No, because this is not Hideki.
True.
Or, sorry. Is it Hideki Anno? I can't remember his name. Yeah, whatever. It's not him. It's the guy from the Trigger team.
Oh, okay.
And even though they go bonkers crazy, they're not more on like that side of bonkers.
Okay.
So
I think if they did like we're gonna pretend it's Eva.
Yeah.
Like I just want the ending scene to be the mayor talking to a guy, like he's looking at the camera and he's talking to a guy in an office.
Yeah.
And then the camera pulls back and you just see a shadowy figure with gloves on and his hands like this.
Wow.
And he's like,
so it's Genji?
Yeah, and it's Gendo.
Oh, Gendo? Gendo?
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
Yeah. That's what I want. If they go, like, if they're like, oh, it's Eva.
That's messed up. That would get me. Yeah, no, so we'll see where it goes.
We'll see. We got 2 episodes left. This is episode 10 of each.
Yeah, we got 2 episodes of this, so I'm crossing my fingers it's good.
Yeah. Hopefully. The whole show has been quality.
Yeah.
Right? And
I just hope it's worth it in the end.
Yeah, I've never not wanted to watch the show every week.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that like you said, I hope it's quality.
Yeah.
I hope at the end that it pays off.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Welcome to anime. Where your questions are never answered. And if you think they are, here's more questions.
Yeah. Anything else we got to put out there?
No. Sakamoto's still balling.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Sakamoto's still really good.
All right.
JoJo's still really good. So.
Yeah.
I haven't caught up on what's it called? Kanabari.
Oh no.
Yeah, the last episode I saw was when they saw the giant monster coming out of the ground with all the different zombies connected to each other. That was the last episode I saw.
They do some cool stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, they do some cool stuff after that. Because you get to meet Oni-sama.
What?
Yeah.
Cool.
And he's interesting.
All right.
He's an interesting character.
Sounds good.
Been watching more Macross Delta?
I heard that show's like not paying off real well.
Who'd you hear that from?
From you and also from some other people on Twitter.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I have some Macross friends that I follow, and they're just like, yeah, no, this show's like it started off like so bonkers, and it's just not paying off.
Yeah, it's like it's weird. You know what? Lately, I've been going to find like all the best anime resource news.
What?
Forbes.com.
Forbes.
Yeah.
I know they've been getting into video games, but I don't know if they get into anime.
Forbes has a really good article with the director of Macross for Shoji Kawamori.
Okay.
And he explains the whole creative process. And he's like,
Of Delta?
Yeah, and he's like, I want to introduce so many things and put all this stuff in here.
And he could have cut things. And he just wanted to put them all in.
So initially, he was like, I wanted to cut some of the staples of Macross.
Oh wow!
Like he's like every time he's like, I really want, like, it's time, like I want to cut it. But every time he would bring that to the sponsor, but whoever was paying the bills are like, no.
At some point, though, when does that not become Macross? When does your show hindered by Macross? Like you can have Jets.
Yeah.
Like Jets aren't copywritten.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to have Macross to be your thing.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, and so. Like he wouldn't get any funding if it wasn't Macross, right? So he's caught in this infinite loop where he wants to make something new, but he can't escape the fact that he's built this thing, right? And and so instead of cutting new ideas, they're just all in there.
Okay.
And it totally makes sense now. It's like
it's the party mix of anime.
Yeah, and then at the same time, he still has to put in the same type of story tropes that all Macross shows have.
Weird.
And it's like, well, shit, like. It's like you feel like you've been here, and at the same time it's crowded, and it's, I don't know.
Has anybody broken down emotionally and then got slapped in the face?
No.
Okay.
Not quite yet. I have a couple Macross friends who are loving it, but I don't know, because they're toy collectors, I don't know if they actually love it because they're loving because I will totally admit the mech designs are super cool, and like I'll totally buy a jet from this thing.
Okay.
But so I can't tell if they actually like it because it's Macross and they're just programmed to like it.
Yeah.
Or if they legitimately think it's a good show. Because I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's great.
Okay.
Like,
that's fair.
Like it is when you're going through the anime season, you're like, oh, that's gonna fill the mech genre. Mm-hmm. Like that's the type of show it is. It's like it fills the genre. It's nothing special. You'll probably forget about it when it's over. But
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, but we'll see.
Well, we'll see.
Not everything can be Macross 7.
Actually, this is the closest thing to Macross 7.
But it's not.
It's pretty close.
Not.
It's pretty close. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yep. Look forward to next week. We're same time, same place.
Same time, same place, yeah.
It'll be episode 11.
Yeah.
This week we are covering E3.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in E3 news or our thoughts on that, you can check it out also on the YouTube channel.
For sure. Also, shout outs to... I forget his username.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's like... Spinning Jumbo something.
That's the problem with usernames.
Yeah.
Maybe we should wait. Let's save the shout out when we actually remember.
But it's been a while now.
It has been a while.
It's been a while, and I meant to do it when we recorded the actual episode, and so I'll just do it here because I know where it is on the YouTube page.
All right.
So shout outs to Spinning Jumbo Bat.
There we go.
Listening since episode 7. I don't even know if you listen to these though.
Yeah,
But
we'll see.
There's your shout out. Thanks for tuning in for that long.
Yep. And yeah, everyone else who's watching, thanks too.
Yeah, surprised you stuck around for the 2 to 3 hour episodes, but yeah.
Jimka Hastings.
That was the best one.
Yep. For peak.
Next week then.
Yeah, next week, episode 11. Watch anime.
Mm-hmm.
Find it on Crunchyroll and Funimation.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.